Hello, I have a couple more knives show up here today, and I thought that I might unbox them and tell you my initial thoughts. And again, my channel is always going to be about low production. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my camera and point it at my laptop here and give you an idea of where I got these knives, what I paid for them, and go from there. And that might explain some things here. So Grindworks is where I got this knife. I guess they're calling this the Scoundrel Green balisong butterfly knife, set and finish. Basically $12. I only got this knife to make the other knife have free shipping. To be honest with you, I was so close to getting free shipping that I thought, hey, I'll just get this other knife. If your orders on this website are around $50 or so, they'll give you free shipping, and I was really close to it. This knife is terrible, and I'll get to that here in a moment. So then the other knife I got is this. This is Atomic Defender. Dual action OTF, that's out the front. I'm assuming what they mean is sim carbon fiber. That's basically a sticker. And dagger plain. I don't know what they mean by plain. I'm assuming they mean just a dagger, no serrations. So the thing that I could say that's a little confusing here is that they already have a knife called the Atomic Defender that looks nothing like this. And I have it right here. And I'll get to that in a second. These knives are not simply different blades and different handles. They're quite a bit different. But we'll get to that in a moment. But yeah, if you come back here to... If you click on Atomic Knives, you'll see the Defender red. That's the one that we were just looking at. And then they got the blue handle, or the baby blue one. And then you're getting more into the style that I just showed you here. So anyways, I wanted to get this out of the way so that I can move this laptop and get it out of here. Okay, so now with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at these knives. And I guess we'll start with the butterfly knife, or the balisong. So here's the box. A301 green Scoundrel. Okay. Go ahead and open it up and have a laugh. Comes with this pouch. I don't know. I don't use these kind of pouches. I guess it's useful, maybe. But this has that old 80s Chinese, that 80s made in China look and feel to it. I mean, this is bad. This is real bad. The pouch and the knife itself is terrible. So I went ahead and opened these up at work. So here it is. Go ahead and get it out of its bag. For the record, I'm going to see if I can't return this. It's broken. It broke in my hand. So I flipped the lock down. And I thought that this would be a kind of a cool, cheap little knife to get good with. These butterfly knives is a good beginner, and then maybe something like this too. And it broke in my hand, so I'm still trying to identify. You got the bite handle, the safe handle. So here we are. And as I was examining it, this is not the cheapest one that they have, by the way. Oh yeah, look, it's already falling apart. They didn't smash that I'm guessing they should have smashed that copper pin or whatever metal that is. Of course, it will not focus on anything that I want it to. But trying really hard to get this to focus. It's also been a long day, so yeah, as you can see, this is more flat. This is standing up tall. I'm guessing the machine that they use to stamp these, it's probably just a hand press. It was broken, and they probably sent out a bunch of them that didn't get this pin smashed, so it just falls out. And then interestingly, when you pull it out and you look at it, it's bent. On top of it not being correct, it's also bent. I don't know what I was thinking with this knife. It was like a $34 knife on sale for 12 bucks. I thought this would be a good knife. I was wrong. This is not a good knife. It's sloppy. I thought I was getting a steal. This is trying to demonstrate how much slop it has. I mean, it's got slop everywhere. The blade is terrible. It is not sharp. And it looks like they didn't even finish it all the way. I was showing someone else and they thought it was used. And like I said, I just got it today. I just unboxed it today. Look at the burr. I don't think that it was not finished. I think it's just super, I'm sorry. I don't think it was used. I just think this is the quality that they put out. This is like something that I would have seen. This is like that 80s quality out of China. I'm surprised to see this low of quality product out of China nowadays. So, you know, sure, maybe I could fix this side by smashing that pin down. Maybe. It'd probably just take a hammer and something to hit it against. But man, I just don't know if I care. Give me 1 second. Let me see. Maybe I've got a hammer laying here. Oh boy, I had the video paused. I've been talking this whole time. So I guess I get to say all that over. That's okay. There really wasn't much to say. I paused the video because I was going to try to fix this. And I did. I was able to... basically, I set this on. I had a little portable vise sitting over here. And I had a big, thick, like, rod. I don't know, some sort of a punch or something. And I was able to set this on the vise, a big chunk of metal, and smash on it and deform the pins a little bit. So now they stay. Okay. So I don't remember what I've said and not said. But I'm going to keep this knife now. I was going to toss it. And I was going to not toss it, but return it. But now that I fixed it, I'm going to keep it. You know, for the hassle of returning it, they'll probably even pay me. They'll probably even pay the shipping. I don't like to return stuff. I have to nervously wait. I have to package it up. I have to run to the post office and check, get the tracking number, and wait in line for all that. Do all that, and then I have to check periodically to make sure that it's been shipped, and then I have to check with the website to make sure that they receive it, and then I have to check periodically to see if I get a credit. It's just not going to be worth 12 bucks. Essentially, that's what I paid for this. So I'll have fun with it for 12 bucks. I guess I'll beat on it. And I think before I pause the video, pardon me, it's been a long day. I think I demonstrated how low quality this is. They didn't even sharpen this all the way. That's not cutting. That's not cutting a whole lot. I mean, this is just a little bit sharper than a butter knife. Okay. So here's a card. You know, and here's a knife that is sharp. Okay. As I said, I just got this today. This, I've probably said this already, but this reminds me of that 80s quality that you would expect from China. I mean, even the sticker on the stupid little case, wherever the case went here, just screamed of junk. And I don't know, I haven't seen that junk China sticker in a number of years, and it's very fitting for this knife. So it's probably not going to last, but I'll beat on it and mess around with it, and maybe I'll learn a little bit about how to flip these around and open and close them and all this other sort of thing. Maybe I'll have fun with it. I guess time will tell. Okay. So the next part of this video was going to be, oh wait, I don't think I did the dimensions or the weight. I don't think anyone cares. We're gonna weigh it anyways. It doesn't feel light. 155 grams. I don't know. The blade's 5 or 6 inches. Who cares? It's very discouraging. It's 3 7/8. The blade's 3 7/8 long. Okay. The handle is 4 3/4 long. And closed 5 1/4 approximately. And it's actually closer to 5 1/8. Okay. So there's that. Sorry for my attitude. Just very disappointed with this. All right, so moving on to the next. I already unboxed it, but essentially, here's the box I got the Atomic Defender in. This is how it was shipped to me. I've got no problem with that, by the way. Just demonstrating how it was. And inside, that was one of these. That case is better than this case. And inside that was this. No idea what that is. Some Chinese sticker. All right. And then I pulled this out. So this is the Atomic Defender. And as I demonstrated earlier, this is also the Atomic Defender. They don't look anything alike. Okay? They're not even close to the same weight. I feel like this one weighs twice as much. Now, I'm going to demonstrate a few things here. Just setting this on the table. Actually dropping it on the table, you'll hear the springs. That noise after the impact is the springs. Okay, so what do I think of the knife? Well, first of all, the springs need quieted down. I've got an entire video dedicated to showing how I do that. Short version, I add grease to the springs. I disassemble it, add springs. I'm sorry, add grease to the springs. It doesn't lubricate anything, it just dampens the noise. Like to almost no spring noise. You just hear the clicking of the things moving around. The button rattles when the blade is in the handle. It does not rattle when the blade is deployed. The button is actually very comfortable. This is one of the more comfortable knives I have as far as OTFs go. We have to take care of that spring noise, that's for sure. As far as the blade goes, it's down here. It says something about being D2 steel. One of these days, I'm going to learn about good steels. I don't know anything about them now. I'm pretty sure that all of these cheap knives have junk metal in them. But I don't know what that exactly translates to. I don't know how to quantify that. I'm sure that the better blades hold their edge longer or something to that effect. And are also significantly more expensive. It feels good in the hand. We have a pocket clip, which is a must for me. I made an exception with this guy. We have a glass breaker. I really wanted a glass breaker. And that was one of the things I wanted to get here, but I couldn't get a glass breaker, which is what led me to this knife. Plus, I liked its bigger size. So when I got this knife, I'm not done talking about its style and features. I guess I can continue here. Carbon fiber sticker, I'm sure that'll fall off. Red paint, not a fan of it. I'm sure it'll wear off. It'll probably look like that metal, that bare metal in here, where the paint's already been rubbed off from the switch. My Lightning OTF, its black paint's coming off. I carry this one every day. The paint come off on this one like right away, and I barely even carried it. I mean, this is like maybe 3 or 4 days worth of carrying. Don't get me wrong, I still like the knife. It just makes it look like it's 20 years old. It's been in service for a decade. It's not even a month old. Maybe it's a month old now. I don't know. Could be 2 months old, I guess. So, it's slim. It's significantly heavier than the AKC. And it feels like it's a little bit bigger. Let's line up the handles, the butt of the handle. They're almost exactly the same. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust the tripod to get a better angle here. Get the camera to focus. Yeah, in retrospect, it's almost like it's basically a more comfortable AKC F16 with the glass breaker. It's more comfortable to hold. It's more comfortable to move that blade in and out. I've liked this. In fact, I still like it a lot. But that switch can irritate your hands a little bit. If you're like me and you treat these like fidget spinners, you're going to do that all day. And ever since I've been getting into these OTF knives, my thumb strength has went up quite a bit. And I've got these the calluses on my thumbs as well. Okay, so when I ordered the knife, I want to say that it was on a Grindworks video, and I saw it out. I don't know. I don't remember exactly what it was, but when I saw the knife, I'm like, yes, somebody came up with a slimmer version of this, and this is a bigger OTF knife. This is a bigger, if we were to put that up against, say, the F16 or the Lightning, you could see that it's a little bit bigger of a knife, and it feels much heavier and bigger in your hand. If we line the blades up, it's I guess a tiny bit bigger, but it just felt like more knife. And I ordered it, and after I ordered it, I started doing a little more research, and I found that by research I mean I read the webpage. I didn't actually put on my scientific clothes, my lab, go to my lab and do some research. I was reading on the specs, and it was smaller than what I was hoping for. But it still feels good. It still feels okay. And I really wish that it was black, but the red paint's going to be gone anyways. And I guess I'm glad to have it in the stash, in the collection. Unfortunately, I paid quite a bit for it. It was like 44 bucks or something, 43 bucks. It's very confusing how they have two knives with the exact same name that are not the same knife. It's very strange to me. But whatever. And I might be maybe I'll be the only one that's documented this. I don't know. Maybe nobody cares. So, I'm looking forward to the day of someone making a knife like this that is significantly longer, both the handle and the blade. I'm looking forward to, it doesn't necessarily need to be, like a Tylite 6-inch or anything. Doesn't need to quite be this long. But man, that would be nice, wouldn't it? You push a button and a giant blade just flying out. That would be pretty slick. So, how much does that knife weigh? Well, it feels a lot lighter than the original Atomic Defender. But let's find out precisely. So let's turn this on. 164 grams. How much does the original Atomic Defender weigh? 265. How much does the AKC F16 weigh? Whew. Yeah, there's quite a bit more weight there. I mean, this with this in your pocket, you almost feel like you got a Bic pen in your pocket. It's so light. Okay, so what else can I say? I don't know. I guess we'll see. It feels like I probably paid a little too much for it. I don't like the color. I don't like the rattle. I can take care of that spring effect, that spring noise. I'll take care of that. It's a little smaller than what I was hoping for. I was hoping it was like this guy, just a slimmer handle. But I should have known. I should have read up before I ordered it. But that's okay. And what else can I say? Yeah, I don't know what else there is to say. I guess I like it. I guess I like the additions to my collection. But I got a ways to go about learning about some of these things. Eventually I'm going to learn about the good metals and all this sort of thing. I don't think I covered the dimensions of this knife. Boy, I'm very disorganized in this particular video. I don't know. If I'm the only video out there talking about this knife, then maybe that'll be a good thing. Everybody will forgive me. So, looks like the blade is about 84 millimeters long. That would put it at 3.5 inches roughly. That's a good point. I don't think this is sharp. It's got a couple of sharp spots in there I can feel. As many knives as I have, and as long as I've carried a knife, you'd think I know how to sharpen a knife, but I don't. I've tried. I'm not good at it. I need to break down and just buy a knife sharpening machine, or maybe just sit and watch some videos on how the good guys do it. So, I guess that's it. And I guess I could lay all my knives out here. All my sweet knives. So here's all my knife collection that I've purchased recently. So there we are. Get them all kind of in a lineup. And he almost doesn't count. This is a little CRKT something or other, squid. So, yep, there they are. I guess this guy could probably go over here. And the Gerber can come over here as well. So yeah, there's my current knife stash. And I guess that's all I got for now.